friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, we are going to discuss one topic related to UPSC essay paper writing. So guys, as I always mention that scoring 150 around in essay ethics is possible and it is very much required. And for getting 150 in essay, you need to focus tremendously on two aspects, that your writing skill, linguistic skills and presentation of the essay should be very good. Okay, so your structuring part of the essay should be very good, and secondly your content should be in depth. It should be qualitatively much better compared to all your competitors who have cracked prelim and appearing for the mains with you. And so how model essay you should write, how you should improve your essay writing, for that part, okay, I'm going to discuss one sample topic. Okay, and we are going to focus that how to write or what to write in that essay. So largely my focus will be on structuring and content of the essay. So in this topic or in this lecture, we are going to discuss the topic, and we will discuss that if I write this essay, how I will write this essay, how I will deconstruct the essay, and what points I will write in this essay. Okay, so simple topic is we are only blind, okay, as we are only as blind as we want to be. ओके, माया एंजेलू उनका एक स्टेटमेंट है, डजेंट मैटर किसका स्टेटमेंट है, बट यू लार्जली फोकस ऑन द कोर आर्ग्यूमेंट. सो वी आर ओनली ब्लाइंड एज लॉन्ग एज वी वांट टू बी. ओके, सो वी आर ओनली ब्लाइंड एज वी वांट टू बी. अब इस ऐसे में कि हम तब तक अंधे हैं या अंधे बनते रहते हैं जब तक हम खुद अंधा बनने की सोचते हैं. वी डोंट गेट ओपन आवरसेल्फ टू द आइडियाज, थॉट्स. ओके, सो वी आर ओनली ब्लाइंड एज वी वांट टू बी. तो ये ऐसे आए. So first I will introduce this essay with some anecdote, story, quote. मैं क्या anecdote use करता, that I will discuss in the next slide. और उसके बाद in main body. So here first you have this essay talks about that blindness is not something biological. Okay, जो biological blind है वो blind है, that they nothing can do they do about it. Okay, it's not issue of their choice. So when this essay says that we are blind as we want to be, matlab they are talking about psychological blindness. So this quote wants to or focusing on psychological side, or the side, okay, where blindness is used in regard to people who are not open to knowledge, people who are not open to new ideas, who don't want to explore new ideas, get exposed to new ideas, who don't want to understand the larger world beyond them. This is the core philosophy of this essay. So in this essay, majorly I will focus on points to get a good marks. First I will discuss or debate this argument that there is a biological blindness and psychological blindness, and psychological blindness is something we choose. Biological, nothing we can do about it. Then in the essay I will go on exploring, okay, that what are the disadvantages of choosing to be blind, means preferring to remain in your own cocoon, in your own world, okay, how it hampers your growth, development, etc. Then so word on these two arguments. Then next I will go on countering this, that if we don't choose to be blind, if we are open to new explorations, ideas, okay, then what positive changes we will experience in our life. Then wo hone ke baad, okay, you go to the third argument, where I will then go beyond a little bit out of track of the essay, and I will explore the argument that, okay, fine, I understood there is something known as psychological blindness. Then what are the disadvantages of that I discussed? What are the advantages of that I discussed? Then I will go on discussing, okay, that why people choose to be blind. Okay, because if there are so many advantages of not choosing to be blind, and if there are so many disadvantages of choosing to be blind, then why still people choose to be blind? Okay, if they have given brain, they have given eyesight, they have given ability to process knowledge, the world, then why people don't want to do that? I will discuss the reasons behind it. फिर उसके बाद I will go on exploring, okay, that yes, there is a psychological blindness and people choose to be blind, and because of that there are so many disadvantages, and if you don't do, so many advantages. Then I will go on discussing, okay, that before, okay, getting rid of this mentality, first we need to accept that I am blind. If people don't accept they are blind, most of the people they think उनको दुनिया का सारा knowledge है. Okay, most of the time even classroom में I meet such students, okay, in offline classrooms, कि 2-4-5 महीने की कोचिंग करके they think they have the all knowledge of the world. या ये WhatsApp graduate type mentality, कुछ WhatsApp पे पढ़ लिया and I know the world. ये जो mentality, it's very toxic, very problematic. Okay, and so first person need to know that I am blind, my knowledge is limited. Okay, एक subject matter expertise भी कोई चीज होती है. Okay, WhatsApp पे कुछ पढ़ के I can't start passing the judgment on entire world. हर field में there is a subject matter expertise and I need to focus on that subject matter expertise. Okay, and so I need to know my knowledge is limited. Only those people will accept that their knowledge is limited. They would like to go and go beyond their knowledge to learn new knowledge, explore new avenues of knowledge. So इसलिए acceptance is very much required, and then I will go for the solutions. Okay, that then what can be done about it, how we can address this issue. Okay, where people won't choose to be blind and they would like to acquire more knowledge, explore their personalities, explore the world, etc. And then I will conclude. So this generally will be the format in which I will fit my essay into. These are the subheadings. These points will be subheadings of my essay, the dimensions of my essay. So now let's see what in detail we will write in this essay. So structure of the essay. So in introduction, so establish the essay with some anecdote, story, quote, etc. Okay. So I will focus on Buddha's story here, like of 4 noble truths or discovery. And this Buddha's story very nicely fits in this essay as an anecdote. You can talk about how Buddha, okay, initially living a very lavish, princely life in his princely state, okay, surrounded by all pleasures. But when he went out, he saw the pain of life, sufferings in life. Old person, sick person, diseased person. He got exposed to the reality of Jara Maran Vyadhi, the universal truths. Okay. Now most Raja Maharajas, there were many Raja Maharajas before Buddha. Okay. There were many Raja Maharajas after Buddha. We don't even know their names. Okay. We don't even teach them in our schools, classrooms, in history lectures, largely, or in philosophy classes. But we teach that person in philosophy class जो भिक्षा का पात्र छोड़ के, okay, वो राजपद छोड़ के अपने हाथ में भिक्षा का पात्र लेके बाहर निकला, okay, सत्य की खोज में, okay, to search for the truth, okay, शांति की खोज में, to search for the peace. तो वो जो बुद्धा की स्टोरी है, बहुत सारे राजा महाराजा चूज टू बी ब्लाइंड. यस, देयर इज अ पेन, सफरिंग, बट मेरी लाइफ तो अच्छे से चल रही है. आई एम लिविंग लैविश, प्लीजरेबल लाइफ. नो, बुद्धा डिड नॉट डू दैट. ओके, after getting exposed to these universal truths, Buddha did not choose to be blind. Rather, he went to address this issue. He gave up on Rajpath to know that yes, there is a suffering. Then what is beyond that? Okay, can I get rid of suffering? Okay, what is the purpose of life? What is the essence of life? Why I am born? Okay, what I need to do in my life? What is Purushartha in this life? And all these questions, okay, he did not choose to be blind and live that lavish life that he was enjoying in princely state. He went out to address the problems of the society, or to address the suffering. So this Buddha story very nicely fits in this context. So you can use this idea of 4 noble truths and how Buddha went out of the way and discovered these 4 noble truths. फिर उसके बाद you can talk about provide the outline of the essay. So after introduction, you can give in 50-60 line what you are going to write in the remaining essay. So entire outline you can provide. So in outline, I told you 60-70 words you can introduce the essay, 70-80 words then provide the outline. So in outline, whatever you are going to write in next part, okay, present that in short para, okay, and you don't have to define anything. You just have to write this in subjective manner. So in this essay, we will first discuss the idea of a biological blindness and a psychological blindness, and how people choose to be blind, why they don't go on to explore the world, etc. So basically, in first 100 words, you try to define this psychological blindness. Then in the essay, we will go on exploring that what are the disadvantages of choosing to be a blind. Then in the essay, we will also explore the advantages of giving up this mentality and not choosing to be blind. Then in the essay, we will also discuss that why some people choose to be blind. They don't go on about why they choose to be blind. They don't want to explore the world, etc. And then we will also discuss that before getting rid of this mentality, one need to accept, okay, that he is a blind, he is choosing to be blind, and only then they will go, after accepting this fact, they will go about doing something, addressing this. And in the end, we will discuss some solutions about how to tackle this mentality, how to get rid of this mentality where people will not choose to be a blind. So these all 7-8 segments on which you are tackling the essay, that you provide the outline in first 60, 70, 80 words. Okay. Then you go into the main body. So in main body, I told you, discuss the importance of perception in shaping our understanding of the world. Okay. So you discuss the perception in shaping our understanding the world. Discuss the importance of perception in shaping our understanding of the world. Now, this statement is very important because this is the crux of the essay. What this essay says that we choose, okay, we choose to be a blind. We are only blind as we want to be. Okay, so means our perceptions are deciding our personality, our blindness. We are choosing to ignore the knowledge, ignore the facts, ignore the world or things around us. So largely it is the role of perception. If we are open to the ideas, we don't get scared of the new world, new ideas. We have exploratory mentality. We are ready to get rid of status quo in our life. Then such a people then will automatically will not choose to be a blind. So it is largely the impact of perception, how we perceive the world. So choosing to be blind is a mentality, a perception, okay, that shapes our understanding of the world. So here I will discuss the difference in biological blindness versus psychological blindness. So biological blindness where there is no point of choosing, while psychological blindness is what our perception, our choice, we choose to be a blind. Then how psychological blindness is outcome of conservative beliefs, thoughts. Then why people, okay, choose to be a blind. Little bit you debate that, and largely because of this psychological mindset, conservative values that they get exposed to. They don't have liberal mind, open mind. Okay, they are not open to criticisms, skepticism. So this open-mindedness, skepticism about whatever knowledge I have, that is very much required. So people, because of such a upbringing, choose to be largely choose to be a blind. अब इसमें आप एक हाथ और एक स्टोरी इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो, काफ़ी अच्छी स्टोरी है. एक विवेकानंद व्हेन ही वेंट टू शिकागो का जो स्पीच, रिलीजियस वर्ल्ड कॉन्फ्रेंस, that time he in his speech he used a story. So Vivekanand was telling कि there was one small pond in which there was one frog, and one frog from the ocean comes to that pond, near that pond. So as the frog from the ocean comes to that pond, the frog in the pond, okay, sees that other frog, and he asks, where are you from? So frog from the ocean says, I am from the ocean. Then the frog from the pond asks that how big is your ocean? Okay, then say, how can I, frog from the ocean says, how can I define how big is my ocean? Like it's huge, it's like unlimited, it's vast. I don't have measures to express, okay, in meter kilometer terms even, how big my ocean is, how its depth is, how vast it is, how many species live there, how big world it is. So then frog from the pond says, are you serious? What are you saying? और वो एक अपने पॉन्ड के एक साइड से एक डुबकी लगा के दूसरी साइड से बाहर निकलता है और उस ओशन के फ्रॉग को बोलता है कि व्हाट आर यू सेइंग, इज इट एज बिग एज माय पॉन्ड? और फिर वो ओशन वाला जो फ्रॉग है, ओके, इट जस्ट स्माइल्स एट दैट फ्रॉग इन द पॉन्ड एंड मूव्स ऑन. ओके, तो वो जो फ्रॉग है पॉन्ड का, विवेकानंद वाज सेइंग, यही एक मेंटालिटी और कंडीशन हो चुकी है दुनिया के सारे रिलीजियस लोगों की. हर कोई अपने ही पॉन्ड में है, हर किसी ने सिर्फ अपना ही धर्म पढ़ा है. ही इज ओनली स्टडीड हिज ओन रिलीजन, ही नोज बैकग्राउंड एटसेट्रा, एंड नो वन हैज स्टडीड अदर्स रिलीजन. हाउ वास्ट नॉलेज इट इज देयर इन अदर्स रिलीजन. Okay, how much content is available in other religions, philosophical books, other countries' philosophical debates, books, etc. Everyone is only in his own world, in that small pond, and enjoying his own life. Okay, people are not going beyond, okay, that limited perception, and that's what the problem, what Vivekananda was saying, is with the world. So this clearly fits. So this mentality, okay, of that frog in the pond, who don't want to go and understand how big the ocean is, explore how big the ocean is, and he wants to remain in his, he has remained in his own pond and thinks that pond is the universe, okay, and nothing can be comparable to his own pond. And that kind of mentality is exactly this crux of the essay, that we choose to be, we are only as blind as we want to be. तो ये स्टोरी आप एनेक्डोट में भी यूज कर सकते हो इंस्टेड ऑफ बुद्धा की स्टोरी. बोथ फिट्स वेरी नाइसली with this essay. So here you can also use some quotes which clearly reflect the crux of the essay. तो initially when I am defining the essay का topic, that I am debating कि this is the what sense of this essay topic. So where I used Vivekanand ka story that people choose to be blind like that frog in the pond. Okay, and this is and this essay points to a psychological blindness. So there is a biological blindness, we can't do anything about it. But psychological blindness, which is the role of our perception in shaping our life, that we have to discuss. तो वो भी आप you are establishing the essay. So 780 word you wrote Buddha ka quote or anecdote, 780 word this outline of the essay. Now 100 word you are writing this, next 100 words. So 250 word tak you are defining this, the base of the essay, you are introducing the essay, establishing that you agree with this essay ka topic, whatever topic that has been mentioned, okay, you with some example you are establishing that topic. Then you can use some quotes also to support your argument that the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Okay, Stephen Hawking का एक quote है, काफी nicely it fits here. That greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. So greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, that we are ignorant of the world. Yes, world is very vast, what Stephen Hawking is saying. Okay, and whatever we know about the world is very, very limited. So greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, but the illusion of knowledge. Okay, तो हमें चीजें पता नहीं है, we are ignorant about the world, ये सही बात है, because when we are ignorant of the world, we will try to understand the world, we will try to learn the world, we will try to explore the world. So greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. Okay, greatest enemy is saying it is the illusion of knowledge, that we think I already know about the world. जो मैंने बोला WhatsApp graduate mentality. Okay, दो चार चीजों के बारे में कुछ सुन के पढ़ के, okay, they start thinking that they know the world. So no, world is very vast place, and because of that, okay, and this quote clearly reflects that mentality that we are blind as long as we want to be. So when we think that I have all the knowledge of the world, we are under that illusion that I have all knowledge of the world. We are choosing to be blind. And what this Stephen Hawking is saying, that we should choose to be ignorant. Okay, and by choosing to be ignorant, then only we can start, okay, addressing this issue. We will explore the world and will acquire the knowledge. Okay, so being ignorant is much better than having an illusion of knowledge. Same way, there is one more quote that I think very nicely fits here, that only thing worse than being blind is having sight but not vision. This quote तो बहुत clearly fit करा है ऐसे को. हेलन केलर का जो quote है, that only thing worse than being blind, only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Okay, understand the quote. The only thing worse than being blind, कि जो biological blindness है, कुछ लोग biologically अंधे होंगे, और उससे भी बुरी चीज है, okay, कि जिनके पास sight है, they have the vision, okay, they have the sight, they are not biologically blind, they have the eyes, they have the brain, they have the ability to understand the world, but इसके बाद भी they don't have the vision. Okay, so vision in this case, okay, points to a psychological ability, that they don't have that psychological mentality, growth mentality to know the world, understand the world, explore the world. Okay, and so only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. So this quote also clearly establishes the essay, talks about crux of the essay, essence of the essay. So you can first debate this point, then discuss disadvantages of choosing to be blind. Okay, you can discuss the disadvantage. अब ये 250 वर्ड तक आपका ऐसे हुआ. So next 150-200 word I will debate this topic. What is the problem of choosing to be blind? What is the problem when people remain blind, remain ignorant? Okay, they have sight but no vision, and what are the disadvantages of that? So here first is it hampers your growth and development. Okay, it is clearly has been proved in psychology, people with conservative mindset compared to liberal people, or countries or nations with conservative mindset compared to liberal mindsets are more backward, okay, and lack on growth and development parameters. People who are more liberal are more growth oriented, development oriented, okay, or countries who are more liberal are more growth oriented and development oriented. So you can compare Middle East with the entire European countries, and you will clearly see the pattern. And that's why we need to go beyond our religious conservatism, our national conservatism, economic conservatism. There are multiple types of this conservatism, and this conservative perception okay, directly hampers your growth and development, which is very clearly established fact. Then we fall prey to superstitions. Okay, if we are ignorant of the world, we're choosing to be blind, then we will fall to superstitions. Someone will tell something and we will not explore. Okay, कि जो भी कोई चीज someone is telling me, okay, we will not try to analyze the reasoning behind it. Someone tells you anything, you will not go for understanding the cause-effect relation under it, whether there is any causation or so on. And when you believe in things in which there is no cause-effect relationship, there is no causality involved, just because two things occur together and you trust those two things, then it is called superstition in psychology. It is called randomness error in psychology. Two random events are happening together and you believe in them. You are going for exam, cat crossed the road, and then you believe, you link the cat crossing the road and you failing in exam, two random events together, then it's a simple correlation. Correlation gives rise to superstitions. Okay, what you need is a causation. Okay, so you need to ask question that what is there in the cat that made me fail the exam, and only when you establish the causation you address the issue, and that's why you will fall prey to the superstitions. If you don't have that mentality, that open mind, skepticism about the thing, if you don't question the world, then you will fall to the superstitions along with hampering growth and development. Then you will become victim of pseudosciences. People will tell you anything and you will not, and if you don't analyze it, then you will be falling victim to pseudosciences. And it will even impact this pseudoscientific mentality, your life, growth, everything. Okay, so Gomutra can cure COVID, or Gomutra can cure cancer. And if you believe in that pseudoscience without analyzing the truth behind it, whether there is any scientific research behind it, has any scientist conducted any experiment on cancer patient, etc. Do we have the reports backing it, statistical analysis backing it? If you don't believe that and you trust in these things, and when you are infected with the cancer and you are taking only Gomutra or anything else, and cancer reached the end stage and people died. And many people have died in that manner, okay, believing in these pseudosciences. And that's why, okay, if you are open mind, skeptical mind, where you are not choosing to be blind about anything that is fit to you, you analyze the world, you try to understand, make sense out of it. It improves your scientific temper, it improves your rational mentality, questioning mindset, and then you don't fall prey to pseudosciences. Then if we don't choose to be blind, choosing to be blind means limiting our perception, limiting our understanding of the world. So this limited perception is very bad because we don't widely open our mindset. And people with this limited perception, conservative mentality, will never understand the real side of the world. They will always look at the world through that prism of conservativeness, that prism of this limited perception, and that will impact you tremendously. So if you are very loyal to any political party, again, you believe anything that is done by that political party or political party's head, leader, and you very strongly identify with the leader, okay, and then in such a people, like Bhakt mentality, what we call in Indian politics, okay, this hero worshipping mentality, Bhakt mentality, you are limiting your perception. Then you will never see the bad side of the politician, bad side of the political party, or bad side of the governance, or how bad things are happening with India or any other country. And that's why these limited perceptions will be very bad and impact the people. Then also cognitive narrowing. And because of this limited perception, we choose to be blind, we cognitively narrow ourselves. We don't expand our mentality, expand our thinking. And such a people, I told you, are more prone to stereotype, prejudices. ये जो casteism, Hindu, Muslim, religious prejudices, caste prejudices, linguistic prejudices, all these prejudices are found to be more dominant in those people who are like that frog in a pond, that Vivekananda story in which I told you, in Vivekananda story. So these people, okay, who never roamed around the world, who did not make friendships or contacts with the people across the world beyond their culture, religion, nationalities, etc., society, these people then largely choose, okay, to be blind, okay, and these people then are limiting their perception, cognitively narrowing themselves, and these people in psychology are found to be more prejudiced or stereotyped people, okay, so they are more stereotyped or they are more prejudiced people. But people who are liberal mindset, open mindset, who work in multinational companies, who go across the world, meet people from different socio-religious cultural backgrounds, etc. Automatically, you get exposed to different people, learn about them, their culture, their personalities, and automatically it removes this cognitive narrowing, and this stereotype prejudices automatically get addressed. So when in my ethics lecture, when I discuss this topic of stereotype and prejudice, there is one theory, okay, Alport's contact hypothesis, which is very important theory in psychology regarding the stereotype prejudice formation and how we alleviate that using this Alport's contact theory. So do enroll for my ethics classes on my Darshanik IAS YouTube channel, Darshanik IAS app. So on my app, by the end of the December month, I will be launching my full-fledged ethics course. And in that course, okay, in psychology segment, when we discuss stereotype prejudice topic in detail, we'll discuss this contact theory or contact hypothesis given by Alport to deal with stereotype prejudice. But the crux of his argument was people who are more come in contact with the people from other socio-religious cultural background have open mind and they don't limit themselves, cognitively narrow their thinking. और यही है कि like I teach in जो UPSC की institutes है across India. I go to different cities, people of different culture, background, etc. Last month I was in Bangalore, उसके पहले in Hyderabad, उससे पहले in Jaipur, and I get to meet people from all cultures, backgrounds, different languages, different states. And I have now students in all the states. Even I go to Northeast, etc., Delhi, Bhopal, Indore. And when I meet these people, make friendship with them, okay, come in contact with the management of different centers, people there, automatically then you realize that all these people are very good people, very sensible people, nice people, charming people. And so anyone can feed you any data कि ये culture के लोग ऐसे होते हैं, इस state के लोग वैसे होते हैं. You will never believe in such a data. And that's why you need to get rid of this cognitive narrowing. Okay, but if we choose to be blind, we will get cognitively narrowed. Our perception of the world will be selective, narrow perception, limited perceptions. And this fuels confirmation biases. Okay, and when you cognitively narrow ourselves, our perception is limited, then it creates another psychological problem in our mind, what we call confirmation bias. What I mean by confirmation bias? So you have limited perception and you choose to identify with one political leader. You are totally modified person politically. And when now you get exposed to any negative news about that politician, even when you are reading newspaper, if there is negative news, you will ignore the news. You will only see the positive sides of that person. इसी को बोला जाता है confirmation bias. If you hate particular religion, particular people from particular religious background, तो उनके बारे में कोई भी न्यूज आ जाए न्यूज़पेपर में, पॉजिटिव वन यू विल इग्नोर, निगेटिव वन यू विल नोटिस. अब एक पॉलिटिशियन ने, एक राइट विंग पॉलिटिशियन इंडिया के एक स्टेटमेंट यूज किया था कि अब्दुल कलाम वाज नेशनलिस्ट डिस्पाइट बीइंग मुस्लिम. तो उसका जो नैरो परसेप्शन है कि ऑल मुस्लिम्स आर एंटी नेशनल, फिर व्हाट अबाउट अब्दुल कलाम, देन ही वाज एक्सेप्शन. This kind of mentality is called confirmation bias. Okay, you just want to take into account negative things that suit your perceptions, and positive things like Abdul Kalam, then you will remove them as an exception. And this mentality is very problematic. It will impact your life, your growth, everything. Then such a people will be very manipulated by others. When your knowledge is limited, perception is limited, you are choosing to be blind, then anyone can feed you anything and you will trust that. And that's what is happening on social media. Why this essay is very significant in today's context, because that's what on social media, you will fall prey to the propaganda politics. You will not understand the pros, cons for yourself, and you will get swayed by these online arguments, emotional hate speeches, rumor reporting, etc. या जो media personals है, biased, गोदी media journalists, they will manipulate you. And such a people who choose to be blind can easily get manipulated by others. And if your interest and their interest are not in sync, then this manipulation can tremendously cost you. Many people in excitement, in political, when they are robbed of their emotions, end up in riots, mob lynching, etc. Politician तो election जीत जाते हैं, CM PM बन जाते हैं, but most of these kids, okay, youngsters who did these riots, rest of their life goes into police station, in FIR, court cases, and their entire career get wasted. And that's why you shouldn't get manipulated by others. And if you don't want to get manipulated by others, then don't choose to be blind. Have open mind, explore the world, okay, understand the world. then this narrow perception will lead to irrational decision making. If you are not open to ideas, thoughts, new knowledge, then whatever decision you will take won't be perfect one, the rational one, based on multiple assumptions, arguments, etc. And because of that, then your decisions will be extremely irrational. And sometimes these irrational decisions, limited perceptions, beliefs in pseudosciences can even cost your life. Okay. If you have some disease and instead of taking scientific opinion, you listen to some baba, bua, okay, some quack, then or some pseudoscience that Gomutra will cure cancer, etc., or COVID, etc., it might even cost you your life. Okay, and that's why this mentality, even in excess, can cost you life. And this also creates fatalistic orientation, niyativadi mentality, fatalism. Okay, that you you are crossing the, you are going for the exam, cat cross the road, and you believe in that. Instead of opening to the why I failed in exam, you choose to be blind that, okay, cat crossed my road, you believed in pseudoscience or superstition, I failed in exam. Then you will never try to address the reason or the actual reason for your failure in exam. That I should have prepared more, or this area I was weak in, I should prepare for that area again next time. You will not try to work on yourself, take a feedback why you failed, analyze the things and take a decision on that. And because of that, okay, this fatalistic orientation, niyativad, okay, this kind of mentality will grow in the people. Okay, then problems with half knowledge, post-truth, misuse of knowledge. Then this, when we choose to be blind, then we choose to remain in the have half knowledge. We don't want to complete knowledge of the world. We don't want to have complete knowledge of the world. And then I told you, half knowledge is dangerous. Okay, then it is also called post-truth. Then people will feed you things that wasn't even real. Okay, post-truth narratives can be created and you will end up trusting all these post-truths narrative. Okay, then most of the time, like for example, most of the time when I teach in essay in the classes, I teach Gandhian ethics, Gandhi code-based essay, because Gandhi is a very important part of our essay writing program, because lot of essays UPSC has asked on Gandhi. तो उसमें बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ये डिबेट होती है कि डू वी गेट इंडिपेंडेंस बिकॉज ऑफ गांधी, डिड वी गेट इंडिपेंडेंस बिकॉज ऑफ कांग्रेस, okay, we get independence because of INA, we get independence because of Rain Mutiny, and this was not narratives that are being created. Okay, so guys, INA came in March 1944 and INA got defeated. That's the cold, unfortunate reality, but the cold reality of history. Rain Mutiny happened in 1946, while in 1941 in Cripps mission, British has already agreed, okay, to a constitution making body entirely made up of Indians. And to that constitution making body, we will hand over the India's independence and we'll leave country. But that handover will happen after the war. So British were contemplating leaving India in 1941 itself. So you will not go into exact arguments and you will get persuaded by the post-truth. You will get manipulated by other people. Okay, and this people will misuse this half knowledge of yours for their own advantage. So 200 word at least, you discuss this core crux. Okay, what is the disadvantages of choosing to be blind? Now then, you go ahead and discuss significance of not choosing to be blind. That I will not choose to be blind. Okay, significance, key, what advantages, what greatness it will bring to you. So in my essay classes, and do enroll for my essay classes on Darshanik app. So in my essay classes, there is one module that I take, that is human value system based essays, where I discuss very different human values. Like this, choosing to be blind is one kind of human value, one mentality. And there I discuss a lot of values like Maslow's need hierarchy theory, concept of self-actualization, McLean's need of achievement theory, concept of achievement motivation, application motivation, knowledge motivation, power motivation. Then I also discuss some unique concept from Indian philosophy, like Bhagavad Gita ke concepts regarding sakarm, anasakta karm, nishkam karm, etc. that you can use in essay. Then concept of Buddha, like Pratitya Samutpad, interdependent co-origination. Okay, Buddha ki karmic theory, it's very awesome theory. Then likewise, there is one concept in Jainism that I teach in the class, Anikantvad, Nayavad and Syadvad. Okay, I have made some small recording on Anikantvad. You can check my YouTube channel where you will get that recording. Do listen to that recording. So in Anikantvad, okay, Mahavira gave this idea of Anikantvad, that world is infinite. Anekvad doctrine. World contains infinite doctrines, infinite reality exists. Okay, infinite dimensions of reality exist, and whatever we know is a only limited perception, limited dimensions, our understanding. And where he has given concept of Saptandi Purush, where he describes that 7 blind people go on describing an elephant. They touch different parts of elephant, and all these 7 blind people ended up describing elephant. That elephant is like pipe, elephant is like pillar, elephant is like barrel. Now what Mahavira is saying, no one is wrong, okay, but at the same time no one is right. Every blind person who touches different parts of elephant's body believes that this is what elephant is. His perception is correct. He's correct from his own point of view, but that's not the ultimate description of reality. Okay, and that's what this Anekant theory may. That's why Mahavira says that first accept that my understanding is limited, my knowledge is limited. Okay, and I should acquire the vast knowledge that is available in the world, and that's why I need to accept, okay, that I should not choose to be blind. I should not limit my knowledge or perception, and I should go beyond acquiring this ultimate knowledge. Okay, Kaivalya Gyan, understanding of this Anekantvad. I should understand the infinite realities that exist in the world. And when you do that, automatically, okay, your life will tremendously change. You will not choose to be that pond or frog in that pond who has this limited world and who enjoys living in that limited world. So this significance of not choosing to be blind, that you will realize this Anekantvad is significance in life. Okay, and how it will change your life. Then questioning established assumptions. Okay, then you will start questioning established assumptions. Anyone feeds you anything, you will not take anything for granted. You will question everything, and that's what the largest or greatest message of Bhagavad Gita. That in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna questioned and questioned Krishna, and only when Krishna answered all his questions, he agreed, stood, and fought the battle. So, what ultimate philosophical message of Bhagavad Gita? That in India, we even question gods. We don't even take gods for granted. Okay, he skeptically questioned every argument, and only when he trusted every word of God, he stood and fought the battle. So, like Arjuna, you need to have this questioning mindset, and like only after having that rationalist mindset, questioning mindset, okay, you will establish assumptions and you will not fall prey to this superstitions, pseudosciences, etc. It will help expand your knowledge and ultimate realization of truth. You will achieve the ultimate realization of truth, Kaivalya Gyan, the Buddhatva, the enlightenment. Okay, and same way, perception shapes our reality, and our individual perceives the same situation differently. Then I told you that perception shapes our reality. How we look at the world matters. So people who choose to be blind will look at the world in different manner and will act in different manner. People who don't choose to be blind will look at the world in different manner and will act in different manner, and it will going to change their entire life. So man is product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Okay. So इंसान वही बन जाता है जो वो सोचता है वो है. And that's why how I look at the world, what I am thinking, okay, I'm choosing to be blind, that's what my thinking, that's how I will perceive the world, and that's how it will shape my world and my life. So you can discuss that. And so by altering our perception, not choosing to be blind, we can entirely change the course of our life. Then personal growth and self-actualization. This will lead to personal growth, personal development, fulfillment, and it will self-actualize ourselves. So in my offline classes, when we discuss, in my app classes on Darshanik platform, when we discuss essay classes, there I will discuss with you this Maslow's hierarchy theory, need hierarchy theory, where he introduced the concept of self-actualization. And that self-actualization stage, I will explain you there. But abhi utna yaad rakhna, with this mindset, you will achieve tremendous personal growth and you will reach a state of self-actualization. Okay. Virat Kohli, when he tries to understand, takes argument, like for example, यहाँ पे आपको एक ऐसा example भी quote करो, तो Virat Kohli was facing tremendous hyperacidity issues, and one guy who was doing his acupuncture, he told him that you need to address this issue of acidity, because if you don't address this hyperacidity issue, your body will start taking calcium from your bones, your body, muscles to neutralize the acid, and this will impact your strength of the bones, strength of the muscles, and it will impact your performance and everything. Okay, this guy, instead of not choosing to be blind, took his argument, okay, researched on it, met many consultants, okay, took their feedback, and from that day he gave up the non-veg totally. Okay, that was causing hyperacidity. and even he drinks the black water, which is more having lot of nutrients or black or high in dissolvable salts and minerals, and that helps him maintain his pH balance. So this black water, which is alkaline, helps him. And now when he changed his entire lifestyle, okay, at age of 36, 37, he's so fit and breaking records after records. So how it will lead to personal growth, self-actualization, that you can use with the support of such a sports example of Kohli. Then multidimensional learning, learning from multiple perspectives. Okay, so multiple dimensions learning from multiple perspective. When you don't choose to be blind, then you learn from different sources. You consult people, you meet subject matter expertise, you go on YouTube, you listen to the people, you ask questions to the chat GPT, etc. And you try to take multidimensional learning. That mentality grows in you. Okay, you take multiple perspective, you learn from multiple sources, or take different perspective of different people into account, and this helps you, okay, develop very rationalist mindset. Your every decision become extremely rational, perfect, well balanced. Then, so 100, 150 word on this part, then small part in the end of the essay. So 780 words ka intro, 780 words ka outline. Then you establish the essay, this psychological blindness, or choosing to have a sight but not vision, okay, or choosing to be ignorant and remain under illusion of knowledge. That you discuss this 100 words. So 350 word tak essay hua. The next 200 word you discuss disadvantages of the choosing to be blind. 550 word tak essay hua. Then advantages or significance of not choosing to be blind, और 150 word. Okay, तो आपका 800 word तक ऐसे हुआ. Then now discuss this next 100 word में कि चलो fine, choosing to be blind, there are a lot of disadvantages. Not choosing to be blind, lot of advantages. Then why people choose to be blind? Okay, if there are so many advantages and so many disadvantages, okay, of choosing to be blind, okay, then why people choose to be blind? So ये भी एक, okay, why people choose to have limited vision, limited perception. इसको भी थोड़ा 100 word में debate करो. A different side that other your competitors will not do. Okay, so here marks only you are going to get that how much psychologically you debate the essay instead of only giving examples. And in that, in disadvantages, all people will write 4-5 disadvantages of choosing to be blind. You have to write 8-10 that I gave you. So more the dimensions and more different arguments that you use in the essay, you will get more marks. So write more dimensions and use such one different argument, okay, that others will not touch upon, that why people choose to be blind. So first is status quoist mentality. Okay, large people will have this status quoist mentality. Then large number of people will lack inquisitiveness. Okay, then because people lack status quoist mentality, okay, people have this status quoist mentality. People don't want to leave comfort zone, and this status quoist mentality, okay, not leaving comfort zone, okay, or lack of inquisitiveness, lack of open mind and skepticism, and such a people, okay, will choose to be blind. Then ignorance is bliss, self-preservation mentality. Lot of people believe that ignorance is bliss. Chalo, chal rahi zindagi, chalne do. And because of this ignorance is bliss idea, okay, or self-preservation mentality, who don't want to take risk, don't want to go into unknown, uncertain territory, feel the dissonance that comes with the new knowledge, etc. Those who don't want to face that dissonance, uncertainty, who get anxious over uncertain situation, such a people will choose to be blind, limit their vision. Okay, fear of confronting uncomfortable truths. So people who will who have lot of fear of failure or don't want to expose themselves to uncomforting truths, and these people then choose to have this self-preservation mentality. They will choose that ignorance is bliss. And then inability to face cognitive dissonance. People who don't want to face this cognitive dissonance that come with new knowledge, new ideas, etc. So 100 word mein you debate this. Now in most of my other recordings where I have discussed some essay topic in detail, I tell you that most of the time disagree with the essay. But here don't disagree with the essay. Don't tell advantages of being blind. Okay, so no, you have to agree with the essay only in such an essay. Because if you go to disagree, that is good or better to be a blind, it will be very devastating for your essay. So I told you, you can disagree only when you have very solid argument to support the disagreement and very solid and good example to support your essay or disagreement, then only do that. Okay, so here don't choose to disagree with the essay. So if you have essay that courage to accept, dedication, improve lead to success, you agree with the essay. But courage and dedication alone does not lead to success. Okay, you have courage, you have dedication, but you don't have strategy, guidance. सारा सेंसेशनलिज्म पढ़ रहे हो यूट्यूब पे कंटेंट में, ओके, मसाला कंटेंट पढ़ रहे हो, नॉट रियल एक्चुअल कंटेंट दैट इज नीडेड फॉर यूपीएससी, ओके, और ऐसे यूट्यूबर्स को फॉलो कर रहे हो, देन लार्जली देन यू विल नेवर, ओके, बी एबल टू रीच द सक्सेस. सो करेज एंड डेडिकेशन के साथ स्ट्रक्चर, गाइडेंस, ऑल दिस पार्ट्स ऑल्सो मैटर. So here I have very solid argument to support. I can disagree with the essay, but is essay में I can't support. It's better to be a blind. So then in that case don't take a risk. Then chalo, this is the reason. These are the reasons why people choose to be blind. Limit their vision. Now we don't want such a vision. We want vision where people don't choose to be blind. Okay, we'll explore the world. Okay, so before that, okay, then most important tip that then how to create a people who will not have such a limited mindset, limited vision. Okay, then for that we will discuss the solutions. But before solutions, okay, you acknowledge the fact that yes, choosing to be blind has lot of disadvantages, and to break this mentality, first we need to accept, okay, that blindness, that I am blind, I am psychologically blind, my knowledge is limited, okay, I have half knowledge, okay, I am believing in ignorance, I have sight but no vision. People need to accept that, because large people don't even accept this basic fact. And if you don't accept this basic fact, you will never grow. Okay, lot of this WhatsApp graduate या class में बहुत सारे students जो मिलते हैं, okay, most of them have attitude, they have all the knowledge, okay, even more knowledge than the teacher. And 2-3 महीने का यूपीएससी पढ़ के या थोड़ा बहुत WhatsApp पे कुछ डिबेट पढ़ के, they start thinking they have all the knowledge of the world, and this mentality is most dangerous. I tell them, then I say students, okay, will never take a feedback. Will never learn something from the teacher, from the friends, other faculties, etc. Never grow. 7-8 साल के बाद भी they will be walking the streets of Rajendra Nagar, wondering what happened with them. But people who know that I have limited knowledge, accept teacher knows more than me, okay, then he will come to a teacher, take a feedback, will listen to feedback, will act on the feedbacks, and these students very swiftly grow and crack the exam. And that's why this accepting the blindness is very important thing in a UPSC as well as in general in life. और इसीलिए ओके, चिकित्सक की जरूरत रोगी को ही है. ओके, इसलिए फर्स्ट यू नीड टू एक्सेप्ट कि आई एम अ रोगी, आई एम डिजीज्ड, आई हैव दिस साइकोलॉजिकल ब्लाइंडनेस. तभी वो चिकित्सक को ढूंढेगा, ही विल टेक अ फीडबैक एंड विल ग्रो. सो एक्सेप्टिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओनली विद द एक्सेप्टेंस नेक्स्ट स्टेप विल कम, दैट इज सोल्यूशन, हाउ टू इनकलकेट द एबिलिटी टू ग्रो, ओके, हाउ नॉट टू बी ब्लाइंड. और उसमें फिर सोल्यूशंस में यू कैन राइट अ रोल ऑफ कल्चरल एंड सोशल इन्फ्लुएंसेस. Largely our psychology, our perceptions, our visions get shaped by our socializing agents. So the way our family, how much open-minded, liberal our family is, or how much conservative, superstitious our parents are, kind of rearing we will experience and kind of personality we will have. Okay, तो जो बोलते हैं कि फल पेड़ से दूर नहीं गिरता, okay, and that's why, okay, kind of parents or socializing agents we get exposed to, society culture we get exposed to, this is what we learn. तो लादेन का बेटा लादेन बनेगा, because that's what he will learn from the family. Okay, so what kind of family, culture, society, religion you belong to, okay, these cultural factors, social influences matters tremendously. So we need to address them. Then role of education in shaping the worldview. Then education also plays role. कि कितना आपके education में we inculcate the mentality like अनेकांतवाद. Okay, we inculcate mentality of scientific temper, rational mindset, inquisitive mindset, open-mindedness among the students. We get rid of this fatalism, niyativad. Okay, then only then, if education system is good enough to do that, develop this divergent thinking, inquisitive thinking, then people will not choose to be blind. Students coming out of such an education system, okay, will not choose to be blind. So education is also very important factor here. In solution, you write about it. Then encouraging debate and discussions. ये भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है. लाइक इन मीडिया, इन सोसाइटी, कल्चर, आप जो भी बिलीव करते हो, देयर शुड बी डिबेट एंड डिस्कशंस. ओके, व्हाट्सएप पे, हर जगह पे, सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पे, कई पार्क में यू गो टू वॉक विथ योर फ्रेंड्स, यू कंटिन्यूसली नीड टू हैव डिबेट, डिस्कशंस विद द फ्रेंड्स ऑन बेसिक दिस टॉपिक्स और वट एवर लिमिटेड नॉलेज यू हैव ऑफ एनी पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, एंड ओनली टू डिबेट डिस्कशंस, या जो मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे डिबेट डिस्कशंस होते हैं, ओके, थ्रू दैट, बाय लिसनिंग टू देम, debate and discussion, your this personality or mentality will change. So largely बहुत सारे न्यूज चैनल का ये भी प्रॉब्लम है आजकल कि न्यूज चैनल का पॉइंट इज ओनली टू रिपोर्ट द फैक्ट्स, ओके, एंड हैव द डिबेट्स अबाउट द टू ओपिनियंस और फैक्ट्स. मीडिया का काम ये नहीं है टू पास द जजमेंट. मीडिया टास्क इज नॉट टू डू अ ट्रायल. Okay, media's task is not to form opinion, shape opinion, okay, create the narratives. Media's task is only ensure group debates, group discussion, put the facts in front of the viewers, put both the sides, opinions in front of them, let viewers choose and decide. And such a then media debates will ensure healthy group discussion, debates, criticism, okay, and people will then have a better understanding of the world, reality, or society around them. And then roll up. That's why media is also very important. So this basic essay का core you have written, almost 1000 एक word हो गए होंगे अभी तक. Now next 50-70 words may conclude the essay, and solution should always be different from conclusion. And for conclusion, I always tell 2 ways to conclude. One is with optimism or one with summarization. Okay. So here optimism means whatever in this essay you have discussed, disadvantage of choosing to be blind, advantages of not choosing to be blind, and how to inculcate that mentality, everything we have discussed. Okay. Solutions we have discussed. So suppose all these solutions have been implemented and every person on the street is now no more WhatsApp graduate. Every person on the street is no more that blind bhakt. Every person on the street is not hero worshipper. Everyone, okay, has that anekantvad inculcated in him. Everyone speaks, okay, not through nayavad but a syadvad. Okay. And now every person is having that mentality, questioning mindset, scientific temper, how it will change the world. Then you can romanticize that world where people don't choose to be blind, how great that world will be, how different that world will be, okay, where there won't be superstition, no more pseudosciences, no more manipulation, only growth of knowledge, okay, growth of the societies, development of the individuals, okay, new and new scientific discoveries, etc. And this way you can romanticize and conclude your essay. Okay, so I hope you have got better understanding of how to present this essay, use the same structure, same content, and write the essay. If you have some better points, you can also add those and enrich your essay. Okay, so stay tuned to my Darshanik IAS YouTube channel for more such recordings. Do check them out and like those videos. If you have any queries, leave behind the comment in comment section. I will address them very promptly. And to download these documents, you can join me on UPSC Ethics 4 Telegram channel. You can stay tuned there where I will share all these PDFs. You can download those from them there. And download my app Darshanik by Kadam Sir from Google Play App Store. Okay, and from Google Play App Store, there you can stay tuned. By end of December, I will be launching this ethics course, and by end of Jan, I will be launching essay course also, full-fledged. You can take advantage of those courses there. So that's all for now, guys. Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next video.